Hey, what is up you guys? Tim here. I've got the all new Apple Watch Series 10 with me, which I'll be unboxing and giving you my thoughts and first impressions. The box isn't much different from previous Apple Watch packaging, but this is from the Series 7. Comparing the two, you can easily notice the size difference. I know that Apple has been on a mission to be more eco-friendly with their packaging, so it seems they have reduced the overall footprint, which I'm all for. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. Here is the watch and the band that it comes with. This is the 46mm jet black aluminum with the black sport band. Let's open up the watch band first. Simple process. This is the black sport band in small, medium sizing. You can measure your own wrist to ensure you have the right size. It's the same default watch band that comes with old previous watches. Side. You're able to insert and attach the bands on the top and bottom of the watch. Now, moving on to the watch box, let's go ahead and open that up. Put it here. This is the new Series 10, the sleekest and thinnest Apple Watch yet. I went for black again this year because it's easy to wear with just about anything. You can simply dress it up or down. But what's different about this specific finish is that it has a deep black glossy body compared to the previous midnight aluminum that they tried to pass up as black. I very much prefer the look of this jet black because the midnight aluminum's true color is more like a dark blue that becomes more apparent in the light. I'm a little bit worried though about the visibility of scratches on the watch, but we'll see how it holds up. I'll set this up in a bit. In the box, it also comes with the Apple Watch charging cable. It's a braided magnetic cable with USB-C on the other end. I'm glad that all of the cables are now braided. I think that's a welcomed upgrade. Aside from an informational packet, that's pretty much all that's included in the box. Take this off. Have the band at the top here. Slide it in. Other band at the bottom. Slide that in. Please excuse my watch tan. I basically wear my watch on a daily basis, but man, the new 46mm looks and feels great on my wrist. With it being my first time using the watch, I do notice a difference in both its weight and size, which feels great. It doesn't feel as noticeable compared to my old Series 7. I'm not usually the type of person to really wear my watch when sleeping, but now that it's lighter and less noticeable, I think I'll actually wear it to track my sleep now, especially now that the watch can help detect sleep apnea. Definitely a welcome feature for those who wear their watch overnight. Okay, let's set this up so we can go over some of the new features. I'm gonna grab my phone here. Immediately when you pop it up, the Apple Watch is detected. Press continue. Set up Apple Watch. I'm gonna set up for myself. And just like that, the Apple Watch is paired. Oh yeah, I almost forgot you can double tap now. Oh, this is cool. This is the new Depth app. Apple Pay. We'll go ahead and set this up later. And there we have it, a very simple and straightforward process. While it boasts the same silhouette as previous versions, it does come with a few improvements in its size, display, and performance. The S10 is now 10% thinner, and the surface of the watch has increased by 1mm. While this may introduce what may seem like a bigger bezel, the screen itself is ever so slightly bigger. The only reason why it may seem like a bigger bezel is because of the rounded shape of the body of the watch. However, we now have space for an extra line of text, which may or may not be something that matters to you. The Series 10 has the same peak brightness of 2000 nits, but the display comes with a new wide OLED display that allows it to be 40% brighter when viewed at an angle. This makes it easier to look at your watch at a glance without having to fully raise your hand. The new watch faces that come with the Series 10 is the new Flux and Reflections watch face. Fluxus is both design that fills the screen up with every second. I love the idea of the design, how it fills the screen as it ticks, but I'm not a fan of the layout of the numbers, so this specific face is a miss for me. My personal favorite of the two, however, is Reflections. Reflections has this shiny dial that reacts to subtle movements. It reminds me of holographic Yu-Gi-Oh cards that reflects and shimmer when you're twisting and turning the cards. While I don't have the titanium finish, it low-key still looks pretty fire on the jet black. One thing that's cool though is while other Apple Watches can use this new face, the Series 10 exclusively has the ability to refresh every second using the always on display feature, whereas previous Apple Watches have a 1-minute refresh rate. What do you guys think of the new watch faces? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. In the Series 10, we now have the Depth app that can help track information for water activities. I'm no diver and I really only swim in a pool and go snorkeling every now and then, but I think it's pretty interesting to have the ability to keep track of the water temperature and depth up to 20 feet. I think this will be a great addition for those of you who frequently partake in water activities like surfing or even swimming at the beach. Another new feature that's exclusively on the Series 10 is the ability to play media out loud through the new speaker on the side. So this means being able to play your music or podcast without needing headphones. I personally think this is a nice add-on. Maybe when I'm out on a hike or exercising and I forget to bring my AirPods, this can come in pretty clutch. I don't think it's something that I'd be using all the time because I'm not really the type of person to blast my music aloud, but it's nice to have. Comparing this to my Series 7, you honestly can't really tell much in a glance that this is the new Apple Watch Series 10. Maybe if you'd have it side by side, you can notice the difference in shape, but the bigger difference I say is less about how it looks and more about how it feels on the wrist. I unfortunately have already traded my Series 7 in, so I can't really make a direct comparison on camera, but after wearing my old watch daily for almost 3 years, the Series 10 feels less noticeable on the wrist, which is always a plus. One thing though, both the Series 10 and 7 have the same 18-hour battery life, which honestly is pretty disappointing. However, I do appreciate that the Series 10 has faster charging. The Series 7 charges from 0 to 80% in 45 minutes, whereas the Series 10 does it in 30 minutes. Apple's new Series 10 watch has nothing but great improvements to the Apple Watch lineup. Every year, it seems as though Apple makes incremental upgrades, which I'm not even surprised anymore at this point. However, I do appreciate the thinner and lighter design. While it may not be a huge jump coming from the Series 7, I wanted to see if the 10 could be considered a worthy upgrade. But leave a comment of your thoughts of the Series 10. I'd love to hear what you think of it. If you like this kind of video, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for a full review of this watch and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. See y'all in the next video.